So when I was in, I think, fourth or fifth grade, I went fossil hunting with my father. That we were amateur paleontologists. And I had always thought of it like the fossils are the dead things. I'm the alive thing. And that's how it will always be. This is the permanent state of things. And I looked at this creature that had once been alive and had now been dead for so long, for millions of years. And I realized that my fate was no different than its fate, that my fate was the same fate as all the fossils. And suddenly it occurred to me that all of my memories, all of my emotions, my loves, everything that mattered in my life was destined to be extinguished with nothing left of it at the moment of my death. And I tried to find meaning in life in light of those circumstances, but I couldn't get there. I never found a way to find ultimate meaning in life from the atheistic worldview, because people would say something like, well, you can have an impact on the world. You can have an impact on future generations. And I'd say, okay, but what about when the last human is gone and the sun has become a red giant and has swallowed up the earth and the earth is a smoldering crisp? Then does it matter? I don't think it does. I mean, there is at some point, if all, to quote Bertrand Russell, if all the heroism, all the labors of the ages are nothing more than the chemical reactions in our brain and are destined to just evaporate into nothingness, then no, I don't see how you get meaning in the human life out of that. And the way I handled that in young adulthood and through college was not very admirable. I mean, basically, I decided to ignore it. I mean, there was this fatalistic sense of like, I know my life doesn't matter. And honestly, even suicide didn't seem that unreasonable in that worldview. I mean, I looked at it like, when you die, all the meaning in your life is multiplied by zero. And so it doesn't really matter when that happens. You still get zero in the end. And so I just sort of moved forward with this view of saying, you know, well, I'm not going to commit suicide, so I guess I'm just going to find some way to just have a lot of fun and forget about it. And it's a really shallow, immature answer, but that is the state I was in when I was doing all the traveling and living downtown. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew that I had never dealt with that issue.